Hi guys, hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the 14th video of my React Native series. In today's video, I'll be continuing from where I left off in the previous tutorial by adding the React Native video package, which allows you to view videos in your React Native application. When adding this package to your application, there are two options. You have the React Native video and React Native video controls, which allows you to add controls to your video such as volume, pause, and play. The React Native video controls is a package that's built on top of the React Native video package. So I'll first install the React Native video package and then later add the video controls. So if I go back to my application, we built out our feed on the main page here. So what should happen now is that when I click on a post, it should take me to the player screen, which is the screen over here. So let's first set up our player page. So in my signed in screens here, I'll add a new file, call it player.js, and then I'll import all the things I need. And then in my app.js, I'll add this screen in the signed in section here. So it'll be part of my signed in tab screen. So I'll import the screen first. And then in my home.js, where I have my flat list or my post view, I'll add a touchable opacity to my image so that when it's clicked, it navigates to the player page. So this would be this image here, the cover photo. And then if I go back to my sign-in.js file, remember we have this navigation property. I'll copy that and add it to my home.js file as well. So I can call navigation.navigate to navigate to the player page. Ooh, okay, so it added another tab icon here, and I don't want that. So let me just go back to my app.js. I'll create a new stack navigator. So for my home stack, I'll have two screens, which will be the home page and the player page. And I'll also pass the navigation property here. Then I'll call homestack.navigator. Then I can just copy these two here. And then change tab to homestack. Okay, there we go. And then what I can do now is replace these two screens here. So for home, the component will be our homestack screens. And that should remove, oops, I need a return here. So in my homestack screen, my home page will be the default page, and if the user wants to navigate to the player page, this will be part of this stack as well. So here, the first tab, which is the home tab, this will have two screens in it, which will be the home and the player screen. So you need the name here as well. Let me just add that again. Let me call this feed, so not to confuse it with the home there. So let me just run that again. Oh, my bad. Okay, that should do it. So as you can see, the home has two screens in it, and it has this tab at the bottom. So first, let's remove that. So to do that, you just go options, and then header shown, make that none. And then I can do the same for the player screen as well. Oh, sorry, it has to be a Boolean variable. So instead of none, just say false. Okay. There we go. And then I think we need to add some height to our touchable opacity here. Okay, let's do that. Let me call it cover button. And let me make this a function. As you can see, whenever I navigate to my home page, it automatically goes to the player page. So if I perhaps make that a function, it should remove that issue. Then I'll just look for the cover photo. I'll copy the same styling there, the width and the height, and perhaps the background color as well. Okay, let me copy that, put it there, then make that 100%. Okay. Perhaps keep the border radius here. Can make the height 100% as well. So this will, the image is now 100% of the cover button. Okay, that should be it. So now if I click on that, it goes to the player page. And then if I just click home again, it goes back. So for the back button, we'll use the React Native control so that when the user clicks this back button there, then it will navigate back to the home feed. So now to pass the data to the player page, let's go back to the code here in Visual Studio Code. So when we have the onPress here, what I'll need to do is pass an object with data, and then I'll pass along the item. Okay, so when navigating, we'll pass the name of the screen we want to navigate to, and along with that we pass the item object, which has all the details we need of the specific post that we need to play. And then in my player, I'll go ahead and pass this prop as well. And I need the route as well. Okay, I'll call useEffect and useState. So in my useEffect, I'll first console log the data that's being passed. And to do that, I'll assign my data to a variable called, let's say, post data. And that will be route.params.data. Okay, then let's console log that. And let's see what we get back. So as you can see, we have this post object here, which has all the things we need from artist photo, cover photo, and everything else. Okay, so let's build out our UI. Okay, I'll just copy this section and add it to my player. And import style sheet as well. I'll have a main player view, which will be full width and full height. Okay, and then I'll have another view which will contain the video. Let me call this video view. And I'll want this to be a third of my full height of the screen. So to do that, I'll first import dimensions from React Native, and then create a variable called width and height. And this will be dimensions.get screen. Okay, and then for my height, I'll then just say height divided by 3. And then for my width, I'll just make that 100%. So to see how this looks, let me add a background color. Okay, so this variable is not being passed to this section, so let me have my styling in here instead. So I'll say height. Okay, and then I'll also pass styles dot video view. Then I can just remove this height section. Okay. What's the issue here? Let's see, width. Oh, okay. So I guess for my video view, I'll just have the styling there. Okay, so this will be my video section, and then beneath that I'll pass the title of the video. So I'll have a state here. I'll call it video or post. Let's see. Okay, call it post data. And then set post data use state. Okay. I can just copy that and put it in there. Then maybe just remove that. And then in here, I can just call post data dot. Let's see, what's the title? Title will be post title. Okay, there we go. And then underneath that, I'll have the artist name. Let's just see. That would be post artist. And then I'll just align everything center in my main player view. Okay. Then I'll add some styling for my post title as well. Oops. Font size, let's see, 32 and bold. Okay, let's add a margin top. Okay, and the color. First, let me get the background color of my page. Cool, and then get the color for my text. There we go. And then just do the same for my post artist. font size 16, same color as our post title. We add a margin top there as well. Okay. And then now let's go ahead and import the, add the React Native video. So to do that, just head back to the documentation, copy this command to install. Okay, and then if you're building an iOS application, just run your pods, and on Android, just build your application again before running it. So I'll cd into my iOS and then run pod install. Okay, so my pod installation is complete. I'll just go again and build my application. Okay, so build was successful. Now let me go ahead and run it in my emulator. And while that is running, I'll just head back to the documentation and go to the usage section. I'll import this line. And this bit of code as well. And I'll put this inside my video view here. Then my URI here will be post data dot what was it again? Video URL. Okay, let's see how that looks. Okay, so now when I click on the video, it still shows the gray background. What I need to do now is specify the width and the height of my video. I'll give it a width of 100% and a height of 100% as well. So it will be 100% of the view that it's wrapped in. Okay, so now as you can see, the video is playing. And then to enable the controls, just add controls equals to true. And then you should have the controls displaying on the video. So you can hear the sound at the moment because I am playing it through headsets. But yeah, as you can see, all the videos are playing. So when I click on a post, each video plays. And then to add the React Native video controls, which is another option, just run the npm install command. And this will install React Native video and React Native video controls. Then you can just go ahead and import video player. And then I'll disable the video control and use the video player. And the only difference that you should get here is the controls which will have a different layout from the default video. So as you can see, we have a different layout for our player here. You can set the seek color for the progress bar to any color that you want. In this case, I'm going to set it to the blue that we have in our UI in XD. Then, as you can see, the progress indicator has changed to blue. And then I'll remove the controls to remove the default controls from the player. And you can add additional features to the player, like disabling the full screen. So if you scroll down on the React Native video controls on GitHub, you'll see all the other additional features that this video player comes with. So full screen has been disabled. And that should be it.